Deja tu luz volar, deja tu luz iluminar, deja tu luz volar.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Follow Your Joy, raising awareness about healthy, vibrant, compassionate, and intelligent lifestyles. Today we are here at the Diet for Living School of Natural Nutrition in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I will be interviewing Paula Diana. She is the lead instructor and co-founder of the Diet for Living School of Natural Nutrition. Thank you so much for being here, Paula, and thank you so much for taking the time to share with us all of your amazing wealth of knowledge.
Thank you, Amy, for coming to our healing kitchen. I'm so glad to have you. Today I'd like to show you how to make some wonderful wheatgrass juice with vegetables. A lot of people don't really care for wheatgrass, or it gives them a stomach ache, or they've been introduced to it and they don't really like the taste. And so I'd like to show you a way that everyone's going to love it.
Great, well let's get started.
Oh,
this is fun, I'm so excited.
Okay, great, good. Okay, so I have a recipe in front of you.
Okay.
And it's on the recipe, I'm going to suggest that you start with a 1/4 ounce of wheatgrass.
Okay.
So if you'll hand me a scissors.
Yes.
And this is a wheatgrass flat. This is called a 1/4 of a wheatgrass flat.
So beautiful.
And we're going to start with just this much. And we're going to go all the way down to the bottom.
Okay.
You can see it. And we're going to cut really low to it.
All right.
We're only going to start about with this much.
Oh, not that much. Just a handful.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
Because, again, we don't want to make the drink too strong. And if it's too strong, you cleanse too quickly.
Okay.
And that's where you run into those problems where you don't feel so well. So this is going to be...
Oh, that's good to know.
Everybody loves this drink. So yeah, I got some scissors over there for you.
Thank you.
And if you cut a
Go
little
for
bit.
Okay. At the root right there,
Yep.
as you can see.
Perfect. Doesn't get more alive than that, right?
It's just that green is such a
I know,
beautiful
it's
color.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know. Amazing, right? Okay, so you have a little ounce glass in front of your machine.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
And we're going to want to maybe measure to about a 1/4 of an ounce. So that's going to be about right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Under that anchor.
Okay.
All right.
So this is an omega juicer, and it does grass quite well, greens, fruit, and root vegetables. So you want to give it a try?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, great. I like the omega because it's moderately priced. It's easy to clean, and it has this little handle on it that you can carry it. Just
Oh,
like
wow.
that, just like there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, so you can take it along with you. You can travel with it.
Instead of a boombox,
You
you
can
carry
take
your
it to the
juicer.
office. It's a great machine, and it's not very heavy, and it's pretty quiet. So we'll give it a try.
Okay.
So go ahead and push down your wheatgrass.
Okay.
It might take a little bit more.
Oh, living essence.
I know.
Life essence.
Yeah, so green, so healthy for you, so full of nutrients, oxygen, so much chlorophyll.
So how much do you recommend people take, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, or something that's like a superfood, such as wheatgrass?
I think when you get started, you definitely want to start with the 1/4 ounce.
1/4 ounce?
Yeah, and go like that for about a month and see where it takes you. You can always work your way up to let me turn this off so I can tell you.
Okay.
You can always work your way up to a full ounce,
Okay.
and that's pretty tops. You don't want to never go more than an ounce. A lot of people think because it's so healthy, more is better.
That is the key. More is not better. It's quality, not quantity.
Yes, absolutely.
Quality, not quantity.
Yes, you're absolutely correct.
And Paula, while we're doing this, I really want to kind of ask you questions of how you got started with this. What is your background? What brought you on this path of healthy lifestyles, of raw food lifestyles, which I know that you focus a lot on in your class.
I do.
In classes that you offer. Can you tell me a little bit about your story?
Well, this is pretty much an anniversary for me. 10 years ago, I had uterine cancer, and somebody suggested that to get well, I use Dr. Ann Wigmore's protocol, her cleansing protocol.
Okay.
And I was pretty hesitant when I began, and within 3 months, the tumor, which was pretty much the size of a melon, had shrunk down to the size of an orange.
In 3 months?
In 3 months.
Wow.
So it was such a miracle that I just pretty much pushed on.
So what was the Wigmore protocol that you used for 3 months to shrink your cancer in such a phenomenal way?
Yeah. Well, it's every day, plenty of water. How I got sick was I really was drinking no water. It's lots of fruits and vegetables, a tremendous amount of fruits and vegetables, which I was pretty much eating the standard American diet in a lot of ways, with a little dash of hippie in it.
Which is also called the standard American diet, is the SAD diet. I learned recently.
That's
what
right.
It's also called SAD
Yeah, well, I was
diet.
kind of eating the standard American hippie diet.
Okay.
And which is like a lot of granola and a lot of cooked breads and muffins and cakes.
All those delicious things that we all
all
love.
those delicious things.
Yeah,
and
yes.
lots of dairy. Yeah, so it
Okay.
had, over the years it had gotten me in a lot of trouble. And so when I stopped eating those foods and I reversed what I was doing that was making me ill, I started getting well. So Dr. Ann Wigmore's program has a lot of fermented foods in it. I had not been eating live, unpasteurized fermented foods. Matter of fact, I had never even heard of them.
Okay.
So I added that. I added, again, lots and lots of water. I drink water in the morning. I drink water all day, and I would drink water before I go to bed. Big change
So you're
in my
flushing everything
lifestyle.
out.
Flushing, yeah, using water as a flushing element. I started adding things like wheatgrass to my life, which is just so powerful for reversing cancer. And one of the reasons being is because of the oxygen in it. Cancer has a difficult time growing in an oxygen-rich environment.
Did you do any cooked foods during this time?
For one whole year, I did no cooked foods.
For 1 whole year.
And in 1 whole year, it was gone. So,
Wow. So in 1 full year,
One
after
full year.
being diagnosed with uterine cancer,
yes.
you started the Wigmore protocol. You began your cleanse. 3 months later, the cancer the size of the grapefruit, you said?
No, the size of the melon.
A
I mean, it
melon.
was really large, and they had said after menopause that possibly it would disappear, and it had not. It started to double and triple, and so when I started this lifestyle, really right away it pretty much took hold. So fresh almond milk I drank. I stopped drinking it. I stopped using anything out of boxes, packages, or bottles.
Why is that?
Well, because they're all pasteurized and they're pretty much been made for a long shelf life. And so this kind of food, it does not have any kind of shelf life whatsoever. It maybe a day tops. And then I also learned how to dehydrate breads and cookies and things. And the raw food diet is everything is done at 115 degrees, no higher, so that it maintains its vitality, its aliveness, and so I made all those changes, and with those changes, my life was saved.
Wow.
And so I got so excited, and
Wow.
all I wanted to do is read about it, talk to everyone about it,
Right.
and let the whole world know, because so many people nowadays are suffering from cancer. Their aunts or their uncles or their children or their co-workers, and so I wanted more people to know, and so I felt like the best way to go about that was to teach people to be holistic health coaches and raw food chefs. Because if I trained other people, then they can train and teach other people, and then it would be a snowball effect. And so little by little, more and more people would find out. Like you.
Like me.
Yeah.
And I actually just completed the 4-day amazing certificate course that you offer here
Yes.
at your school. And it was just absolutely off the hook. Amazing. I loved it 150,000%. It was so amazing and just so hands-on. And the thing that I love most, Paula, was your intention. Because,
Thank you, Amy.
I know just from having spent that time here and with you and hearing these stories, your personal stories, and also working with so many different people and seeing also people that suffer within all of our families and communities,
Yes.
that you really want to help people attain their
I
maximum
do.
health, to live happy and wholesome lives, not suffering at the cost of poor diets.
That's right. And so now we have people coming from pretty much all over the world to attend our classes. I started with my husband, Joseph McKibben, and we're dedicated to bringing more people here. And classes are usually about 10 women, and they go back and they teach their families and their children and their relatives and their communities. And pretty much they've changed hundreds of lives with the people that have come here.
It is a snowball effect.
It's a snowball
It's
effect.
a miracle.
Yeah, it's a miracle. And then, I meet you, and you're doing the work you're doing, and you're going to make it even larger. So, a lot of people are waiting for the standard medical system to improve our health, and it's going to be projects like this, projects like my school, it's going to be grassroots. We're going to have to train one another.
Well, speaking of grass and roots and hands-on, let's keep going with
Let's
this.
go. Okay.
Okay, so we're good.
So
we're still with the wheatgrassing.
Our
So I'm gonna
wheatgrass
should we do a little bit more.
Yes, let's do a little bit more. So we want to pull this little basket out, slide this one under here to catch the drippings. Yeah, put our little screen in there, and then let's measure.
So something like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Juicing is a lot of fun, and again, all the juices in the store are always pasteurized, and so you pretty much have to make it at home.
You know, that's a great point because I was buying a lot of bottled juices thinking that I was doing myself good.
Yeah.
You know, like going more natural, going more organic, even buying organic juice. But then learning recently that it's pasteurized. A lot of the almond milks or non-dairy milks that you also mentioned that are pasteurized. So all the things that are good for you, the live, you know, the enzymes, the nutrients that we want is not there.
Yes. And they often put them in the refrigerator department so that you think and you believe and you're confident that they are fresh, and they'll say fresh on them, and there's no such thing as fresh that can stay on even in a refrigerator for more than
That's amazing. Yeah,
a day.
I was astounded when I learned about that in class.
I know. Okay. So we want to put our carrots through.
Okay.
Just give it a little gentle push.
Okay.
Some organic celery out here, and of course you always want to keep it organic. There you go. Here's your celery.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick question about juices versus smoothies too. Do you like doing both smoothies and juices, or do you have a preference?
That's an excellent question. Juicing goes right to the cell. It skips past the digestive tract and goes right into the cells and starts cleansing and purifying and taking waste out of the cell and helping it leave the body. Blending is also in the program. It's very important. It's also a component, but it has fiber in it. So that means that when you eat it, the sugars go into the cell much slower. The fiber slows things down.
Okay.
And so you absolutely, if you really want to get well, if you're on a program to reverse disease, you definitely want to use both machines. You bet.
Both.
Yeah. I juice in the morning and I have my blended drink for supper. Okay, and so we have Granny Smith apples, and I like them because they don't have as much sugar in them.
Okay.
And you don't have to peel them, and you don't have to take the seeds out. The machine will do that for you. So you can see how easy it is to make, right?
Sounds easy and so fun.
Yeah, and fun. So simple.
So how did you arrive at the name Diet for Living School of Natural Nutrition? Could you please tell me the origin of that? Your process of arriving there and what it means.
Okay. I think Diet for Living means living, and not just surviving but thriving.
I love that.
That's why we chose that.
I agree with that completely.
Yeah. And so many people are suffering nowadays and just kind of making it from day to day. Okay, so we our juice ready. Screen back in here like this. Drips a little, it's not a big deal. Okay, and then we want to put our wheatgrass in to our plastic container.
Okay. Okay, this way.
That's one way to do it. Here's your glass.
Ooh, look at that color.
Nice, yeah,
it's
yeah.
beautiful.
I know.
Just being around it makes me feel healthy.
I'm pouring
And I
your
have to
glass.
drink it.
Now you might notice that we're not drinking a lot of juice.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Americans believe that you're supposed to drink a big gigantic tumbler of juice.
Right.
And it's really not good for you to drink it like that. The body can't handle it. It's way too fast. It rushes the cleansing process.
Oh, wow.
A little bit, maybe a little bit more than that. I like a 6-ounce glass with 5 to 4 ounces of liquid in it.
Water, or do you just drink it?
If you have a little trouble with it, you should cut it with water, but
Okay.
I don't. I've never had trouble.
Ooh,
So let's give it a
never
try.
gonna taste it. Ooh, cheers.
To your health.
To our health. To your health. It's just so good.
It tastes like life,
It's
right?
so good.
It's like
so
life.
delicious. And you know, like there's when I used to buy wheatgrass shots at the co-op, for example, because
Okay,
I knew
nice.
it was healthy, la la la.
Yeah.
But I didn't continue because it was so strong, and I would even put it in other things, you know, thinking, but nothing like this, nothing as fresh and
yummy.
sweet and delicious. Yeah.
And we've given this to hundreds of people in our classes, and everybody loves this drink.
So Paula, in your course, could you tell a little bit about that? How many days, how often, you know, during a year do you offer your course here in Albuquerque, New Mexico? What do people, you know, take away from their experience here in their class?
The class is 4 days. We always have it straddle a weekend so that people can fly in on a Thursday, attend class on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then get back to work, because most people have to get back to work and get back to their lives and so forth. The program is sort of divided in half, and half of it is coaching, and half of it is the kitchen component. And so in the morning we do our coaching. We talk about our businesses, how we're going to build our businesses, how you can be confident, how you can get started and be confident, and what your dreams are, and how we can best help you with that. And then the afternoons are making food.
Hands-on.
All afternoon. Hands-on, really messy, on the ground. Yeah.
It's so much fun.
And fun and laughing.
Laughter.
Yeah, there's so much laughter. There's so much laughter.
Then
Yes.
what got me was there was so much connection, and it was beautiful, you know, to be in a space that is just so accommodating, so beautiful.
Thank you.
You've really done such a great job in your school, you know, of making it welcoming, but also attracting the types of people who are already very, you know, interested in this path of,
Yes.
of helping others, of being of service to others through health. Almost finally, I have just a couple more questions to wrap before wrapping this up. I have so many questions, but just for the sake of this video, a couple more, because I could talk to you forever, I think.
Oh
just
yeah,
picking
I
your
love
brain.
talking to you. From the day I met you, we were already there.
Why raw? So, you know, if you're going to, people that aren't coming to you for health reasons, if people are just curious about, you know, the raw food diet, because it might kind of, you know, stun people. Why you just eat raw food? How do you do that? That must not be good for you. That must be too hard on your digestive system. Those are things I hear. What would you say in response to that? Why raw? Why raw foods?
I thought the same thing too. That's why I cooked absolutely everything. I had been trained that you had at least steam it, or the body could not digest it. But it turns out that the body can recognize this food, that the whole animal kingdom eats this food, and we are part of that. We are part of that kingdom, and so our bodies really work really well with it. But we also teach in our class, teach our students how to go home and work with families, and that takes flexibility. And so that means at least maybe an 80-20 plate works really well for a lot of people.
That means 80% raw food, 20% cooked?
It could be a 60-40. It's believed that if you're not at least 50-50, you're really not going to get the health benefits. So some of the support for that nowadays is the American Cancer Society encourages everyone to eat 5 to 9 fruits or vegetables a day. And so they are now doing studies, and they now understand that we do need all those nutrients that the raw food diet, when you cook your food, you lose 50% of the protein, and
50% of the protein is lost.
That's a lot.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. And let's see, it would be 80% of your vitamins and minerals.
Wow.
100% of your enzymes, and 85% of your antioxidants.
Are gone when you cook it.
Yes.
Above 115 degrees.
Yes.
Okay.
And so pasteurization is 245.
Oh man.
Yeah, so you can see you're pretty much eating an empty product, an empty diet. So a lot of the population is living on 20% nutrients.
Oh man.
And that,
you can tell why people are sick. They're not getting the proper nutrition. They're not getting the proper life force to promote true thriving lives.
And one of the things I like to make really clear when I'm teaching is that this has only been for the last 60 years. The standard American diet is only 60 years old. We went from eating foods that were, we had grown ourselves, to eating a pretty high amount of man-made foods. We're trying to live on man-made, chemical-laden foods, and it's showing. We're not making it. We're not thriving. And so it's an exciting time because a lot of people are now looking for alternatives, and that's why it's the best time to be a holistic health coach and a raw food chef.
And that's who you are, and that's why we are here, and that's why you are watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Paula, to leave our audiences with one more thought, if you could share just one suggestion, you know, for people to just become that much healthier, that much more vibrant, lead a happier life, what would that suggestion be from you to the world?
Yeah, good thought. Because a lot of people are just getting started and they're a little intimidated, and making diet change, you know, you can feel a little fragile when you make diet change. Any kind of change can make you feel fragile. I know it does me. So I would suggest that you just get a juicer.
Okay.
Simple as that. Make these simple little juices. Omega's great. There's other kinds of juicers on the market. Maybe you have one that's in your cabinet and it's been sitting there collecting dust and you completely forgot about it.
Right.
I've taken all that thing out, put it on the counter where you can see it, and get going juicing.
Start cleansing our diet. Start living happier, more wholesome, healthier lives.
Getting more alkaline.
Yep. And there's not a better time than right now.
Yeah.
Right here, this live.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And so 10 years later, I'm healthier than I was when I was 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're here, thanks to
And
this
I'm
diet.
here. Yes. So that's what I would suggest. Getting a little juicer, adding a big salad to your dinner. Go and get some unpasteurized miso. Start making some miso soup, and some little simple things, little steps that sort of start improving your diet.
Little steps equal great distances.
That's right.
That's the only way.
Correct, Amy. It's absolutely correct.
Well, this juice is absolutely amazing. My heart is so filled with gratitude to you for the work that you do. Thank you so much for your time and for your effort and for your wonderful spirit. For people to find out more about your school, where can they look up online? Are you on what media sources could you put out there for us?
Yeah. You can Google up dietforlivingcenter.com and you'll go right to our website that tells about our school and what we teach and about the raw foods. And you can also use Diet for Living Center's Facebook.
Okay.
And I post twice a week, and I talk about recipes and what we're doing and when classes are coming up and foods that you should stay away from and those kinds of things.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Cheers to your health. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy.
Deja tu luz, ilumina, deja tu luz volar, deja tu luz, ilumina, deja tu luz volar, deja tu luz, ilumina, deja tu luz volar, deja tu luz ilumina, deja tu luz volar, deja tu luz.
I'm Shireen, and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and this training has been, it's completely transformed me. I came here with a vision as far as where I wanted my business to go, and just into the second day, I realized I was not on with where I wanted to go, and I'm ready to go back and make a difference in the lives of bariatric patients, and I don't think the journey is going to stop here. I think I have gained tremendous friendships with everyone. It was a sisterhood, and it has changed my life.
Hi, my name is Kathleen, and I have spent the most incredible 4 days here at the Diet for Living Center. I have come away with so much. First of all, confidence. I came away with a business plan. I came away with meeting the most amazing, wonderful women in the world. And I feel blessed and confident that I can go out and make a difference in the world.
Hello everyone, I'm Crystal and I live in Maryland, and I have just completed the Diet for Living Center certification for holistic health coach and raw food chef, and it has been an amazing experience. I came figuring, I'm going to learn about some, healthy eating styles, but just everything that I've learned, it's just really, so much information that I didn't know and I'm very excited to share with everybody. I just for the 4 days that I've been here, I feel so much healthier. So I really want to share with everyone. I'm just very excited. Anyone who's just a beginner to raw food, to somebody who's already familiar, this is well worth the time, well worth the money, and the connections that you'll make with all the other students here.
I'm Sarah Savannah. The past few days have really been a lot to take in, but I'm happy to be here and I've experienced it. I feel like I'm leaving with the tools to help the world and really help a global awakening happen.
Volar, deja tu luz, ilumina, deja tu luz, volar.